G'day and welcome back to Darkside Gaming and Willamina Forest. We are continuing on with our extreme 24-day season challenge on our forestry map. Okay, got a couple of things to do before we actually get into the farming today. And that's basically to show off some changes that have occurred over the last couple of days while we've been off camera and getting a bit of work done. One of the things we've also done is we've just bought ourselves a nice new Ford Ute. So we're just going to be using this to drive around and getting to places as we need to. So we'll just take off and have a bit of a look around and just see what we've changed, what improvements we've made, if they're deemed to be improvements, I guess. But we'll have a look anyway. So we've been pretty busy. We're at the point now too over on the far side of the land where we've got all the new preparations for our new crops or new fields. We're at the point now of actually ploughing in. We've cleared off almost all the trees. We've got a few trees to continue on with, but we just need to finalise some of that and then we'll be good to go. So we need to head on over there and get started, and we've got some of our equipment, still over there. So we're going to get over there and have a look. Alright, so it's going to bring the ute in here and we'll get out of the ute and have a bit of a look around, just see what we've done here on the farm itself. We'll turn off the lights. Okay, so what have we done? Well, as you can see, we've put some lights in over through here, so we've actually got some lights because it does get a bit dark through here, so we've put some lights in here. It's a bit hard to see now, we're coming into daylight, but you get the idea. Put some lights in here at our sell point, which is fine. We have also put some extra lighting in. We put some lighting up through the track up here, up through to the farm, just in case we need to transition. Just gives it a little bit gives that little bit extra light as we're coming down through there. As you can see, there's some lights through there, which gives it a nice little look and feel. We've put a couple of extra lights in here in the silo, just so it makes it a bit easier to see what we're doing. And we've put in this nice big shed over here as well. As you can see, it's got plenty of room in here, so we can put a lot of our equipment in here, as opposed to the two smaller sheds that are on top of the hill up there with the farm. Now those sheds up the top there, we may actually get rid of those eventually as well. So we've got some of our equipment here, but other than that, not much has changed there. And yeah, that's what we've done down here so far. We've also put a bit of roadway and put a bit of gravel all through here and sort of giving it a bit of a road instead of just driving over the grass and all that sort of stuff. So that's all done tickety-boo. All right, let's continue on, shall we? All right, off we go. When this thing wants to get going, it's sluggish for a new car. Anyway, all right. So we also got a little bit of work done on the roads. We have cleared some of the trees around and smoothed a bit of the road work, but it's not all smoothed out entirely as much as we want to be yet. But we've just made that a little bit smoother in places where it was a bit of a mess. A bit like there, actually. I've got to go back and fix that. Down into the little township here now. And not much has changed through here. What we have done though is we have actually extended out over through here. There's a lot of this plot of land over here we hadn't actually sold off to the real estate and the co-op, but we've just prepped to extend this field out, so the field will actually extend out through there. And I can show you that directly with the map. So if we come in here, so that's what we've done. We've actually extended in through here, so that field will actually extend through here once we've actually harvested this field, and we'll fill all that in. Otherwise, just going to be wasted space. I mean, much of this space here isn't going to be used unless I put buildings or whatever in there. I may put placeables or whatever, but for the moment, it's not going to be used otherwise. So we want to maximise the space we've got available to us, and we've done that there. All right, we'll head back around and head over the bridge over towards the sheep and see what's going on over there. All right. So this has been smoothed out just that little bit more as well, especially up this end. It was a little bit rough in here in places, and we've smoothed this out a little bit. on both sides of the bridge. So there is a bit of a dip still here, I think. Yeah, there. I just need to fix that up. But all this area through here has been smooth. We've got a smoother transition through here, which is nice. And then we come through here, and we've actually got this a lot smoother now. We've actually leveled this down, so it's a lot smoother to come through. We've also got a wool storage shed here now next to our sheep, so that's really nice. And then we've got some wool ready and waiting to go. In fact, what we should do is we should actually get that wool out of there as soon as we possibly can. So I'll have to bring the telehandler over and move that wool out of there. But we've got the wool started there. There's all our sheepies. Other than that, nothing else has really changed here. So we'll head on over around the track. Something over there, but I'm not going to show you that yet because it's not quite ready. Up through here. Now all through here, we've actually been up here, we've actually widened this off, actually made it into more of a road, more so than a dirt track. It's got the grader through and just graded it just a bit wider, smoothed it off a little bit, and now it's much better coming down through in here. So we're coming down the bottom of our new fields here that are on the left hand side, and then just down in here on our right hand side, we can see right here we've put in a bit of a paved or bit of a dirt area here, and we've put a shed in. So we've actually got a purpose-built shed over this side of the lake or the estuary or whatever it is, so as we can have access to the equipment here and store it out of the weather. So that's what we've done here. So that's pretty much it. All right. Now the other thing we did do, we bought a new machine, and let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's not so new. We've actually been using it. Look at this. Look at this beautiful piece of machinery. It's a Xerion 5000 with tracks. Now look at that. Isn't that a beautiful beast? No, it's not articulated. It's full 4-wheel steering on the tracks. And that looks brilliant. Really like this. Anyway, so we're going to use this beast now. Right, let's get started. And we're going to head on over here. And we are going to get ploughing. We're going to plough our fields in. So what we'll do is I'll come up the top of the field here and just show you what we've done thus far. We did start ploughing out. Actually, I've got to get rid of the rest of these trees up here too first. Well, actually, before I do the other two parts. We did actually start just measuring out and working out what we're going to do. Remember, I did say previously I wasn't sure of exactly what I was going to do in the way of fields. Well, we've spaced it out. I've got 2 fields going up that way. You can see through that forestry area there, that's where the boundaries are. And we've got a very thick boundary through here, and this field here will go on down through there. And that's the one we're going to finish setting up right now. So we don't know how things are going to go with the combines, all that sort of stuff, along with all the other fields. But we'll give it a crack. So we're just going to lower this down. And then we're going to get started and just plough all this in nice and quick. Won't take us too long. We're not going to sow anything for the moment. We may sow a cover crop for winter. Haven't really decided as yet. We've got to make sure that we're on allow create fields. We're going to lower that down. And off we go. So I've only done this sort of side. We haven't done the bottom end of this field. So I'm not so sure how we're going to do that as yet. And I was just sort of planning on having this as a nice, fairly smooth turn in. So I'm going to have to tidy that up. And we want to leave a nice boundary. I don't want to come in too close. It's probably closer than what I wanted to. That's okay. We can keep the rest of it. And we're also going to keep an eye out for stumps, wood stumps from the trees. Okay, so they were just underground that we've missed. And we'll come back through with the brooks or the T-Rex and get rid of them. So, yeah. Off we go. So we're off and started with this, and it's going to be fantastic, I tell you. It really, really is. Our steering wheel's a bit loose there. Right. So again, we want to have some relatively smooth curves. We don't want to have really sharp corners here. I just want to be able to get the equipment just gliding around effectively and not having to worry about doing any tight turns. Because we also do a lot of trees around, I don't really want to get any of the equipment tied up in trees depending on the staff we're using. I mean, of course, we could be using very ordinary staff and they just drive into trees. Not that like anyone like Feedy would know anything about that. Or Frith for that matter. But yeah, we're going to give them a bit of room so they've just got a bit of an area to play with and they're okay. Which we didn't do in the other couple of fields actually, but that's okay. Alright, up we go over the hill. Now this is where I think some of our equipment would struggle if it was smaller equipment, but seeing as we've got the Zerions here, I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue with the Zerions having enough power, certainly. Right, now we're going to turn this right. There we go. So there's one full loop done. It's just a matter of filling it in. Yeah, so what we also did is we got rid of the, what was it, the 900 Axion. The Axion 900 tractor, we traded that in and we used that to be able to purchase this tractor. So that's why our bank balance didn't take too much of a hit, because we did a trade-in and we made sure we had enough money for that. In fact, I'm pretty sure we've actually ended up buying two of these. I think I bought a green one, a class green, and I think I bought a midnight black one. So I think that's up at the other end of the farm. Just purely from the fact that we figured we're going to be using them at some point and we just need that extra horsepower. So we had the money. It's not as if we've had to go into debt to do that. And in fact, that's something I need to check as well. I want to make sure we don't have a loan out, especially at the moment while we've got plenty of money in reserve. I want to make sure we can clear any debt we have got. And so we'll do that once we finish this field here. And then we're right. We can continue on with a debt-free farm. And I have to come back and clean that up. I missed a bit there. And yeah, we can just progress basically, and that's what we're going to be up to. So looking forward to that immensely, really. Right, just going to put the time back to 15 time, not 5 time. And a bit of a stump there we might have to see if we can get rid of. But these fields aren't, I mean, I suppose they're like a medium-sized field. They're not overly big. Like they're not as huge as what you find on some of the 4x maps. But by the same token, they're not exactly a small map, a small field either. So it's a bit of a combination, I guess. All right, we'll head down this way. But yeah, I'm going to be very interested to see how some of the equipment handles, not just like on this particular field, but on all the fields, all the various bumps and low points and all that sort of stuff in the fields. It'll be quite interesting because we've already seen the mower, the class mower heads have a bit of trouble on the field next to the farm, or next to the farmhouse, where it go over the rise and all of a sudden it's too high and it doesn't cut. So I would expect to see something similar from some of the equipment, varied equipment. Certainly I'm expecting to see the same from the combine harvesters. I'm expecting them to have some trouble. But you never know, we might be pleasantly surprised. We'll have to see. Yeah, so after this we need to, so we'll do off the checking for the loan, all that sort of stuff. We will need to go over and get T-Rex. I can't remember where I put T-Rex. I think T-Rex is in the township. I think they borrowed him to chop down some trees. So I'll have to bring him back or use the Brooks and take down the rest of those trees. And then that will be the point where we can really start ploughing in the other field or fields. Or alternatively, what we could do is we could just start ploughing it in and then come back and finish it off. We'll just fill in the last bit of the field from there. Well, missed a bit there. Very dodgy. Alright. So hope everyone is doing well. We are sitting here. It's late March now. And we're getting into April. Obviously, the world is still all... I wouldn't say so much... Yeah, I would. Confused, bewildered. Some people in the world are just being absolute idiots and not taking any of this really seriously. But it's one of those things. And I mean, again, we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about it. But suffice to say, I just hope that to all my viewers, that you and your families stay safe and look after each other and all that sort of stuff. So just take care out there. Heed the advice of your health professionals and all that sort of stuff. When they're telling you to stay inside and not go out unnecessarily and all that sort of stuff, make sure you listen to it. I mean, if you don't, you may not think you're going to get it, but the problem is you may have it and then you may pass it unknowingly and unwittingly to someone else, like my wife, for instance, or to Frith's wife, for instance, who, under no control of their own, have a very low or compromised immune system, and it puts them at high risk and then of complications, all that sort of stuff. So think of others at the moment more so than yourself is probably the message I want to spread to you at the moment, and I'm sure you will. But yeah, just consider that, okay? All right. So we're probably about halfway through ploughing this field in now. Now we could have quite easily just put course play on once we did the boundary and then just let it do the insides and all that. But we don't get to plough a new field in very often, although then again, for this series we are doing it quite often, I suppose. But we need to do some stuff manually every now and again just to see that I can miss areas and all that sort of stuff. Now, I don't think that goes without saying. I don't think anyone would actually think anything less the fact that I would miss areas, but that's okay. Alright, so while we're sitting here just observing the plough and this lovely Xerion powering on through, don't forget to go check out my good friends Frithgar. Frithgar does, he's doing YouTubing full time, and he does about 4 or 5 videos every day. Farming sim, including time lapses. He does, what's he doing at the moment? That oxygen game, can't remember what it's called now. He's doing prison, what is it? Prison Architect. Does a whole pile of different stuff. World of Warcraft. But anyway, go check him out. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I mean, hell, I wouldn't be part of it. But yeah, go check Frith out. Go give him a like. Give him a sub as well if you haven't already given him a sub. Like I said previously, my son's subscribed to him and isn't subscribed to me. So anyway, it's not a sore point, really. It's not. And don't forget to go check out Feed Guy. Feed Guy is a friend of ours as well, and he has just sort of started his sojourn into YouTubing and all that sort of stuff, and he's doing some time-lapse videos. So go and check Feedy out and tell him we sent you. The reason why I say that, it's not basically to promote anything else. It's just, it's nice sometimes to know where people have come from. Like, as a YouTuber, like certainly for myself, I just assume, oh, you've just come from either someone else saying about it or whatever else. But sometimes it's actually just nice to know where or how you found out about the channel. So that's another thing. If you are a relatively new subscriber to Ducks or the Gaming, for instance, leave a comment down below. Let me know where you found out about me. Was it because someone said go watch this idiot, or was it just because it popped up on your feed and you're watching it and then you decided to stay or whatever, or were you recommended by someone? And if you're recommended by someone, let me know who that was as well. Never know, they may get a little gift. Anyway, let us know. But yeah, so go and see Feedy and just tell him we sent you. And lastly, don't forget to check out Atomic67 Gaming, formerly known as Eustace Farmer, and he's normally does all these farming sim videos and spends a lot of time doing his intros and outros and all that sort of stuff. And go check him out. His details are also down below, along with the other two in the comments. And of course, like I said, for all of them, just tell them we sent you. All right, tidy up this little these areas that I missed. And of course, the other thing I need to let you know about is simplysafemods.com. You want a safe place to go and get your mods for Farming Simulator 17 and Farming Simulator 19? Then simplysafemods.com is the place to go. SSM is run by our good mate Jerry, GrizzlyBearSims. You may know Jerry previously from 3 Dudes Gaming Network, or I've had a mental blank. What was the group we had? And we I can't think. Oh, I've had a mental blank. That's terrible. Anyway, Jerry has always been there as well. So there's Jerry and Eustace were the two that got me into doing YouTubing, and so Jerry has become a good mate of ours as well. So Jerry has decided to give away the YouTubing, and he's just concentrating on providing a wonderful service to our modders. So simplysafemods.com is that place, and what you will find there is you'll find mods directly from the mod author. There's none of this grabbing it from other sites or anything else like that. The only mods that go up on simplysafemods.com are the mods from the original author. So things like Bullet Bill's Farming Simulator 17 map that previously wasn't released. It was a private map. That has now been released and is available on Simply Safe Mods exclusively. Also, there's some of CCS 101's maps. Emerald Coast is at least one of those. I can't think of what other ones he's got there at the moment. But he's got his maps over there as well. And some of Stevie's stuff, including Stevie's Lakeland Vale map, is over there on Simply Safe Mods as well. So head on over, simplysafemods.com, and again, tell Jerry we sent you. But check it out, bookmark it, and Simply Safe Mods also has his own Discord as well, so go check that out. The link to Discord I don't have, but I can give it to you if you wish, or I think he's got it listed on his website, so go check that out. And you can join and have a chat with the modders and all that sort of stuff at the same time. Ask questions, all that sort of stuff. All right. So we're going to continue on. We're just going to create this field, even though I said I was going to go do the loan and all that sort of stuff first. I think we'll just do as much of the ploughing as we can, and we'll just come back and finish off the trees and the ploughing. We'll probably even do that off camera. But we'll get most of it done. In fact, this is all we're going to get time for, actually. So what we'll do is we'll head on up through here. I'll finish off this field, because the other field to our left is basically almost all complete anyway. So we'll finish this field off camera. So when we come back in the next episode, this will all be complete. Although we may just do the forestry part and then tidy up with you all back here. But certainly for the moment, that's where we're going to leave it. So we'll continue on, and we'll come back and most of this field will be ready to go. So until next time, don't forget to check us out on Twitch, Twitter, Discord and Facebook. The links for all those places are down below in the comments, so go check those out. Don't forget to check out the guys I said before with their channels, Feed Guy, Frith and Atomic67 Gaming. Links for their channels are down below as well. And of course, if you like the episode, press that like button. If you didn't, that's okay, it's your prerogative. But if you did like it, please leave a comment, let me know. Let me know what you think about what we're doing and where we've got up to so far. I will be doing a catch-up video coming up soon in relation to showing the differences and what changes we've already done from a eagle's eye view, so to speak. And we'll have a look over that as well, so we can see that. But yeah, leave a comment. And again, like I said, if you're new to the channel, leave a comment and let us know where you've come from. And if you also have your own channel or whatever else, then you can let me know as well. I don't actively promote other channels. Certainly in the comments, you won't be allowed to post it in the comments because the bot will just take it and get rid of it, or not allow it. But hey, you never know. You never know. But let me know. Come and join us on Discord and let us know. Then in Discord you might be able to share your videos there. But anyway, I digress and I keep on jabbering on when I shouldn't. Don't forget to press that subscribe button also if you're not already a subscriber. And if you do press that subscribe button, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when new videos are available on the channel, just like this one. And of course, it goes without saying, make sure when you're buying a tractor, you look first at a class and then don't look back. And no matter whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night, no matter... Oh, didn't do that right, did I? No matter whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night... Evening or night. That's not right. Anyway, you get the message. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And we'll see you again very soon back here at the Confused Duck Sort of Gaming and Willamina Forest. See you all later. Bye.